Yeah, as of now, my my phone will definitely have a better signal and connection than my computer, since my computer could be wet for all I know. Definitely doesn't have power for sure. I was thinking about getting on the chat with Cox and acting like I don't know anything about this storm or the electricity and saying, "Hey, my stream's still not working." If it gets too weird for y'all, don't feel bad. Like you don't have to stay if you know it's too strange not having a green screen behind me. But at least I can give y'all a tour of the country. I can basically show you all of Duson in this one stream. It wouldn't take long. Just walk from here to there. Out in the country, all right. I drive a black Lexus because I gotta look ninja like. In GTA, I have 300 cars. In real life, right now, just this one. Luckily, we don't have the situation we did during Katrina, because that was where it's like a hurricane came through and a tsunami. All of a sudden, the entire town was underwater, which made everything take longer. It was, I think, 3 months in that situation before I had electricity back at my house. 3 months. The kiddies are doing great. They've actually adapted well to their new environment here. This is all I brought as far as, look, I didn't bring any of my ninja gear, but I'm dressed in black and I got my mask, so we're good. During Katrina, my friend Roy stayed behind, and some people are just very stubborn about leaving. They've been in New Orleans all their life. They're like, I can survive this. I survived the last one. I'm going to be fine. Plus, it's just there's something to be said about being in that survivor mode. And with somebody like my friend Roy, I totally understand that. And if anybody's gonna survive a storm, it's gonna be Roy. Okay, he's like one of those Boy Scouts that's prepared for anything. So I said, well, look, if you're gonna stay, we're at higher ground. My house was well above sea level. We have like 13 steps going up to the door, and the French Quarter is the highest ground in New Orleans. So I said, Roy, you stay at our place. So then, of course, we don't hear from him for a while. We have no idea what's going on. We don't even know if our place is intact. We're assuming it is because it's the quarter. Finally, Roy calls me from a payphone, and he says, hey, man, I'm doing fine. Just busy working for a news crew right now. Been driving around town and siphoning gas with Harry Connick Jr., but then he started losing his voice because it was affecting his vocal cords, and hey, I gotta go. So I looked at Rhymes and I said, all right, Roy's lost it. Then I see on the news that night, there's Harry Connick Jr., and his voice is all raspy. He's lost his voice. Roy was driving Harry Connick Jr. around because Roy stated they needed people that knew the area. Driving Harry Connick Jr. around, they ran out of gas, and they start siphoning gas. Yeah, I know. Bianca's like, your phone connection's better than anything you've had on your PC. This is how I should have been doing it the whole time. Maybe I'm going to have to figure out how to do mixed reality. Look, green screen. So the winds, for those that don't know, the winds got up to around, I think, where was it? Around Grand Isle, the winds got up to 150 miles. Not gusts, continuous winds of 150 miles an hour. You got to remember, alligators come out of the water too. So you can't just stay near the water. The alligator might follow you. So think of it like a land shark and get out of the trail of blood, get indoors, get somewhere safe. This is the mother-in-law's place here. 2 oak trees right in the front yard there. And when her mom talked about refurbishing this house, she said, but the house was too close to the trees. They may have to cut down the oak trees. And Rhymes and her brother were like, oh, no, you're not. We're going to tear down the house before we tear those trees down. They put their foot down. They're like, no. And then if you look over this way, this really nice house here, that's her brother's place. So as you can see, we're fine. No need to worry about us. I can't stream VR right now, but there's, people have more problems than that. That's the least of our concerns because we're anxious to kind of get back and start helping people out. I may volunteer with the Cajun Navy. During Hurricane Andrew, years ago when I was 13, I did all kind of hurricane rescue stuff for 3 months at least. That's what I did. That was my job, and then ended up doing even more after that, working with the same crews, and ended up being in charge at 13 years old, or 14, in charge of a food bank. As you can see, I'm fine, although I got like a spider bite or something. Spider versus ninja. So there's actually 2 ponds out here. There's this pond here. And you'll see the little cypress tree. I mean, look at this. It looks like a Bob Ross painting right here. Let's change the description to painting, art and creative or whatever. Well, you want little happy trees right here, and you just want to dip that brush a little bit and go Just a clean stroke. Just make a little happy training. I can't believe this is how I need to stream now. Look, I'm not dropping frames. Stream like this all the time. Just stream from I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, y'all. Well, I'm out in the country in Duson, Louisiana, and I have a better quality stream. Like Yako's like, man, it's better than your PC. Somebody put up the bad signal because I want to show Chad where I want to put the tiny house. He said I could live in his tiny house since I don't have electricity. So, wow. Now see, nature's smarter than us. This is the exact place the spider was before the hurricane. So that guy he's in the exact same spot he was before all the winds of the storm hit. And there he is back again. Nature's smart, man. How about that? How'd you like to wake up to this, Abel? Want to come and take a little vacation? We could start a cult. T-Mike is starting a cult because T-Mike has 50 followers now. So he thinks he's going to start a cult. How many poisonous snakes do they have in Louisiana? And everybody's, the ones that know say 4. Nope, 0. Because they're venomous, not poisonous. But UPS man's here. UPS man's here. UPS. Can y'all see him? He's coming down the driveway. Package for me? Did y'all send me something? Did y'all? I'm gonna go see. The rhyme they teach little kids in Canada goes like this. If it's a snake, leave it the fuck alone. If it's a snake, then leave it the fuck alone. If it's a snake, then leave it the fuck alone. You can't fill 2 minutes? I just bullshitted my ass off for 2 hours because I couldn't get the OBS to work. Are you kidding? 2 minutes? Oh my God. Okay, all right, I see you. I am so glad I decided to take my time because I almost went headfirst into this bad boy right here. Being out in the woods at night, that's scary. And our pastor, Father Mike, dressed like the devil. He had this huge devil mask. He's coming out scaring all the kids. Oh, it was fantastic. Cause we fancy like Cypress on the back pond with the snakes and the spiders and the ducks and the possums and the dillos. Sitting on the porch and do song. Yeah, just sitting on the porch and do song. Watching my city flood. Yeah, I watch it wash away again.